Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? So, this session, I'll be teaching you guys. Last session, I made a video on math, where I created a file named math.page, math.py. In my video, I showed you guys how to perform some arithmetic functions. So, this is like, I'll be teaching you guys another tutorial on arithmetic functions. But this time around, the user will have to make input. I taught you guys how to use inputs, where you allow the user to input something. Yeah, this will be like designing a simple calculator where the user will input. For instance, you have two variables x and y. Then you want to perform addition. The user will have to input two numbers, like 9 plus 10. Then it sums it up and gives the user the answer. So that's what we're going to do. The last one we did, I inputted the values. I provided the values, but this time around, when you want a user to impute his or her own value, so this tutorial I will explain it very well here. So let's get started. So let's open a file. Let's create a file. Our first file was, what was the first file again? Let me check. Okay, it was math2.c.py. So let's go to math3.py. Let's open a file, vmath. Let's create a file. So let's say our first variable x. So you want the user to make an input, and first of all, before we get started, this, in a situation like this, I thought you guys had to convert to integer using int. So we'll be doing it here. To do this, let's say use int, because here you have to convert, the user is imputing an integer value. So int in bracket input. The other one I taught you guys, there was no int. It started from input. So this one is starting with an int, but I'm converting it to an integer. Int in bracket. Let's say the value x value. Let me input x equal to x equal to then you close the brackets. Then we need another value, y value. Y equal to int. If I run this code without using an int, converting it to integer, I won't get my desired result. I can run it for you without integer, so you will see without using imputing this integer value, so that you see the result you get. But first of all, let's run the correct code first. So let's use sum. The variable sum is equal to x plus y. That's sum. Then print. Want to print sum. So let's do this. Let's make it more elaborate. Let's use this. The sum of, let's say, let's do x plus y is equal to, so here, plus, it should be plus sum. But if you run this code like this, you won't get the answer. Let's run it like this so that you understand what I'm saying. Let's run this code like this. You get an error message. Python 3 math 5. The x value, let's say 12, 13. You see, we got a wrong and an error message. Can only because you need to this x plus y. You know, in my let me go back. There is what we call concatenation. That is to like this plus sign in my fourth line, line 4. I did x plus y equal to is in parentheses plus sum. Here, this x plus y is a string, while sum is an integer. It has been converted to integer already. It's an integer. So you cannot concatenate a string with an integer. So what you will do is to convert this sum to string. To do this, string, str is string. Make sure you close the brackets. Then let's run the code. Because by so doing, I'm trying to concatenate now a string, two strings. No, it's no longer a string and an integer. Now it's now a string and a string. So let's now run the code. X, let's say 10, y 20, x plus y equal to 30. We got it correctly. So, and in my next story, I will give you guys more videos on I will give you guys more lectures on arithmetics. There are so much to learn in Python. So these are just the basics. As time goes on, we'll go to the harder ones, but these are just the basics. Take care, all of you.